In the hashtag-driven digital age, where one side of a conversation lasts no longer than 140 characters, are good writing skills still important? Some would argue careful, well-organized writing matters now more than ever. Nearly 300 effective student writers assembled at the campus of George Mason University. This is the third annual Writing Center Conference, where students who tutor at their school's writing centers gather to collaborate and share ideas. The first Writing Center in FCPS was founded by Edison English teacher and conference organizer Amber Jensen.
So Writing Centers create an environment where students are working with each other on a peer level. As an English teacher, I can sit down with each of the students in my classroom and I can talk to them about the writing and the help that they need on their specific assignments. But there's something magical that happens when a student is talking to another student. It's like they translate from teacher speak to a way that they understand each other.
Overall, I think it's more about tutoring, and through that we use that as kind of like a conduit to get to writing. So we want to make that level of establishment where this is a place you can come, feel comfortable coming to, and then writing is just one of the things that we can focus on.
At a school's writing center, the main focus is students helping other students with any kind of academic work. Here at the conference, you could say the same type of collaboration is taking place. Tutors are helping other tutors by sharing best practices and other good ideas that keep their respective writing centers going. In attendance are students from over 30 area high schools and middle schools, some from out of state. The highlight of the day is a series of breakout sessions run by students.
We really encourage them to make interactive, participatory kinds of discussions. They were talking about things ranging from how to use Google Docs in a tutoring session for collaboration, how to get teacher buy-in, how to develop your own personal style as a tutor. So they had a lot of autonomy in terms of the types of things they wanted to talk about and the things that they thought other tutors would need to know.
We're trying to benefit the tutee. All of us are trying to. But the way we go about doing that is different for everyone. And I think that this conference is enormously important because, you may have had trouble in this one area and now you have another tutor coming up and like, hey, this is a way that we found to get past that. And you're like, okay, well, I never thought of that before. So it's just like getting the information out there because you never know, when you could use that kind of information.
And the students speak of this as a very empowering experience. They're actually engaging on a very professional dialogue as 15, 16, 17-year-old students. They're sharing from their own experience. They're sharing from the research that they've done.
I think the best thing is that just realizing there's people out there who are thinking the same things as you, go through the same things as you. You can sympathize, but also hear about things that may have happened with them that you haven't heard of. And so, you go from like, oh yeah, I remember that, I had the exact same thing happen to me, to like, oh wow, I really hope that doesn't happen to me. Like, here's how I can avoid it. And you get so much information from stuff like this, and it's just really helpful.
Along with the ability to have conversations in 140 characters or less, creative and collaborative learning are also important 21st century skills. Skills that will serve these students well throughout their academic, professional, even their personal lives. These skills are being shared in schools, at writing centers, and here at the Writing Center Conference. Also here, you'll find some who realize effective writing is an important skill for any century.
There's this much cap space for ideas, and I think I'm the kind of person who gets all my ideas on the paper, but they're kind of jumbled up, and until someone else reads them, they don't make a whole lot of sense. They make sense to me because they're in my mind, but with effective writing, I become better at getting those ideas condensed and more to the point, and then I have this much cap space to fill up with all these other ideas, and then your writing capacity becomes a lot better, and it becomes a lot more organized, and all those things just kind of fall into place. And I think that's just of huge importance.